Good morning, Facebook. This is Jess with the Keto Fit Weight Loss Coaching for Women. This is my very first Facebook Live, so I'm so excited that you are joining me today. If you are watching right now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your name? Where are you from? Again, my name is Jess. I am from Virginia Beach. We are having a really hot day here today, but it's freezing cold in my house, so I got a sweatshirt on. We're supposed to be getting quite the storm coming through. So has anybody else gotten this crazy storm yet? I would love to share a keto tip of the week with you guys today called Stay Salty, why it's important to get enough sodium on a keto diet. So before we get started, just waiting for a couple of other people to possibly join us. I would love to hear from you, learn a little bit more about you. Where are you from? Do we have any other moms out there? Got any kiddos, little ones? I'm a mom. I have a 4-year-old daughter. She's at daycare right now. Hallelujah. All right. So I want to go ahead and get started. Keep everything short and sweet for you guys, for the people that are going to watch this on playback later, because nobody likes long videos, right? Okay, so we're going to talk today about the importance of sodium, getting enough sodium on a keto diet. So did you know that on a high carb diet that your kidneys actually retain sodium, but on a low carb diet, your kidneys flush sodium out of your body? So why does that matter? Isn't sodium bad for us anyway? No, not exactly. It's gotten a bad rap. But sodium is really, really integral for our bodies to function properly. Every single cell in our body needs a perfect balance of sodium and potassium in order to function, in order to send signals through our body, in order for us to feel at our best. It's crucial. So why has sodium gotten a bad rap? Aren't people mostly trying to cut sodium out of their diet, right? Why is it important to get enough sodium? Well, like I said, on a high carb diet or a standard American diet, you are probably getting an overabundance of sodium from all of the processed foods that we tend to consume. So if it came from a box, it's probably loaded with sodium. But when you're following a low-carb diet or a keto diet, you tend to automatically eliminate most processed foods. You're sticking to a pretty whole foods-based diet, which is pretty generally healthier for you, right? But when you do that and you're transitioning over from a high-carb diet to a low-carb diet, you might not be getting enough sodium. And if you're not, then you're going to experience the symptoms of what people call the keto flu. So if you've never heard of this, it is something to be aware of. It's a very common experience for people transitioning from high carb over to low carb. And it is the direct result of not having enough sodium. So some of the symptoms are lightheadedness, dizziness, headache, feeling really tired, feeling like your muscles are really weak, some nausea, dizzy or lightheaded. Sometimes people even experience constipation or leg cramps as well. So if you've experienced any of those, yeah, that was the keto flu. So I definitely experienced this. I transitioned over to a low-carb diet back in 2013. No one ever warned me about the keto flu, so I wanted to definitely spread that information and help as many people as possible. So if you're just joining us today, again, we're talking about why it's important to get enough sodium on a low-carb or keto diet. And I'm Jess. I'm a keto weight loss coach for women. And I just want to serve as many people as possible with as much help as I can for how to be successful on a keto diet. I help women lose weight and overcome emotional eating using a ketogenic diet and mindset and motivation coaching. So we have talked about why is it important to get enough sodium on a keto diet. So I guess the next step is, how do you know if you need to? Well, if you are experiencing any of those symptoms of the keto flu, you definitely should. So it's great to supplement during a transition. It's also great to supplement if you're going to try out intermittent fasting for the first time. That's become a really popular thing that people want to try out, and it's great. I practice intermittent fasting, but when I first started, it was also helpful to make sure that I was getting enough sodium. And then if you are the type of person that likes to work out really hard and you're doing a keto diet or a low carb diet, you're probably going to want to supplement with electrolytes. So how long do you need to actually supplement for? Well, it really varies by person because everybody's transition experience is different, but usually about the first week when you're moving from a high carb diet to a low carb diet, you probably want to supplement with electrolytes, that is. And then after that, once you feel better, you don't need to keep taking them forever. Once you have transitioned to a low carb diet, you basically just need to salt your food to taste and enjoy it. And you could also consume broth here and there if you want to. But if you feel good, there's no need to continue supplementing. Your body has adjusted. So some brands that I would really recommend. You don't have to go out and buy special things. You can just buy some Smart Water. You can get some Powerade Zero, Gatorade. I think they have a zero sugar brand. The most important thing is that you just want to find a good electrolyte supplement that you enjoy that has zero carbs. There are also some really great powders on the market that you mix with a liquid of your choice. Usually it's going to be something like water or iced tea, unsweetened iced tea, something like that. So yeah, some of the brands that I really like that I would recommend would be Vega Sport makes a great one. Element is another great brand, but that's spelled LMNT. And then the one that I use is called Ultima Replenisher. I really like this one, and the reason why I love it is because when I first needed electrolytes, I needed them ASAP, and that was the brand that was available on Amazon Prime Now. So, and I just kind of fell in love with it and have stuck with it. So I have the lemon flavor, I also have the raspberry flavor, and yeah, I just love to put it in water in the morning or an unsweetened iced tea in the afternoon, and that's how I supplement when I need to. I hope this has been helpful today, why you need to make sure that you get enough sodium on a keto diet. And if there's any questions, I'd love to take a couple minutes and just leave a little space for people to ask questions so that I can help you with some answers. And if you're watching this later on playback and you have any follow-up questions, definitely just DM me. I would love to connect with you. I'd love to help you out. I love to give free advice to women and spread as much help as I can to get people to transition to a keto diet. If you've never tried it before, I think everybody should try it at least once. You don't have to stick with it forever, but it is it's an amazing feeling. So check it out. It's great for weight loss. It's great for lots of other things. All the tech giants out in Silicon Valley are doing it for mental clarity and things like that. It's really, really cool. So if there's no questions, again, just go ahead and DM me. And I also wanted to let you know that I have a freebie for everybody. So if you head on over to my profile and click my link tree, you're going to see my freebie. And what it is it's a list of keto foods. If you have no idea where to start there. So it's a comprehensive list of foods to follow, to eat on a keto diet. And it's also got a carb counter in there. So you have a general idea of how many carbs are in all of those foods so that you can track. You generally, most people want to stay below 50 total carbs per day or 20 net carbs per day in order to get into a state of ketosis. And it also has 47 recipes for you guys. So go ahead and head over, get your freebie. And lastly, I wanted to let you guys know that I am a personal coach. So I have a round of group coaching starting up. I exclusively coach women for a keto diet using mindset and motivation coaching. We also talk a lot about overcoming emotional eating. And so we have a group starting up right after Labor Day. And I also have immediate openings for one-on-one coaching if you are interested. The best thing to do is just DM me. I offer a free curiosity call for anybody that's interested. We just talk on the phone for about 20 minutes. We'll pick a time that's good for you. You can get to know me. I can get to know you, answer any questions that you might have before you make a decision, and that's totally free. You can also head on over to my website if you're curious. It's www.theketofit.com, and there's a lot more information over there. So I hope that this has been helpful, and I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be going live every day this week to keep giving you tips and encouragement and talk a little bit more about coaching. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.